Hi guys, JesterArke back again with some more Elite Dangerous. Hello Hein, how are we doing? Okay, once again, sorry for the very late start guys, I'm still sick. More so than last night. To the point where I can't even put my glasses on. Oh man, I look like crap. Look at those bags under my eyes. I can't even put my glasses on because of the swelling through the top of my face. But here we are. Okay. Got 4 hours to get these deliveries done. LT2 2623. I think we still had some scanning to do in this sector too. We do. Okay, we haven't scanned anything. We're already way back here, so I suppose we might as well do things backwards. Yeah, so if I seem a bit stuffy and not as talky as usual, my apologies.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay. Just a reminder too, this stream tomorrow night, if anything, it'll be starting early. It should be myself and Bale, and we'll probably be playing, well, we should be playing, hopefully, Portal Knights tomorrow night. I hope I get well soon. I hope I get well soon too. Have I gone emo? No, I've just gone very bad head coldy. It's, well, you gotta remember, it's winter here now. It's starting to get quite chilly of a night, especially like this time of night. And unfortunately, I'm quite sick at the moment, so... but hello, Willows, by the way. I feel like I've been hit with a brick. And seeing as I know exactly what being hit with a brick feels like... Yeah, some are up that way. Yes. I actually prefer cold weather to hot weather. The big problem for me is more that the days are still really hot. So the huge temperature fluctuations are what smash me around. Why am I not in bed? Because I'm not tired. I'm wide awake, I'm just sick. Okay. Plus I can't see all your lovely chat names if I'm in bed. Okay, we've got a few things in the sector now. Everything's quite spread out, which is going to be a pain in the ass for exploration purposes. But it is what it is. Okay. It's right, if I could find my fingerless gloves, I'd be wearing them too. It's not even that it's that cold. I think it's just worse because it is still quite warm during the day. You know, 20 degrees temperature fluctuation is enough to sort of throw you around a bit. Celsius, obviously. Because, you know, I live in the rest of the world. I should have started slowing down before. How long did I say we've got to deliver these? A little over 4.5 hours. Should be plenty of time. Okay. Also, just a reminder to everybody as well, as much as I haven't been doing the day streams lately, or day for me, They are still something that we're planning on doing. Unfortunately, IRL stuff's just prevented us from being able to do so lately. That being said, the Monday day streams, for the time being at least, are cancelled entirely. At least until, as we've discussed before, until the channel gets to a self-sustaining level. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm gonna make Fleet on to be able to join the game for a day or two because we need 5 players. Give me a day to think on it. As I've said before, I enjoyed the game. Just the direction that it took that put me off. I am not going after an elite Imperial courier. Hell no. Okay, so we've done those two. Next. Now, just remember, just because it is marked as the next one on the list as far as the system map's concerned, you've also got to keep in mind the way the system map's done is distance from the star. It doesn't take into account which direction it is from the star. So just because it's, 4 or 5 light seconds, or 4 or 5,000 light seconds away from the star, doesn't mean it's only going to be a couple of thousand light seconds away from the next closest system marked on the star map, because they could be on the completely opposite sides of the star. Hope that made any sense. It did in my head. Okay. Basically, it's entirely possible that we're going to be zigzagging across the system in order to scan everything, even though it doesn't show that on the map. Federal gunship. And of course it's wanted. Let me think about that too. How is it anyway? Shit, it's almost 3:30 in the morning here. Definitely later than I'd wanted to start. An expert ASP explorer. But they're clean. Expert Diamondback Scout. Also clean. Clando. Clando's not going to be much of a... shit, slow down. Not going to be much of a deterrent based on some of the wanted people we've seen flying around the system. Hello and welcome to everybody that has joined us. My apologies for my hooded, sickly looking self. But, yeah. Kind of sickly. Okay. So the next thing to scan will be something around here. And if they're rotating around each other, is there something they're rotating around? I knew what I meant. Or are they just in a geosync? Also entirely possible. Okay. Yeah, but have you looked into the maintenance costs and stuff, Willogs, of maintaining a fleet? Because it's essentially a guild. Jade, hello. So you'd become a monk. I don't know. There's certain vows I'm not too keen on taking, especially if they ask me to cut out coffee. Ill because it's cold. More the cold is adding to the illness. Big temperature fluctuations here at the moment. I always get sick during change of season. Okay. That's right. I was almost going to wear a bright green creeper scarf as well, but I figured that might be a bit much. Max. Yeah, I am totally not equipped to take on a gunship right now. Nope. 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 But yeah, so we'll be playing, as I said, Portal Knights this stream tomorrow. It'll be myself and Bale, unless something changes, goes wrong, etc. Alex Land, hello. How have you been? Haven't seen you forever. I counted. Okay. I think I've officially decided. Next thing I buy with any sort of channel-based income is going to be one of those USB powered, mug warmer things. The time it's taken me to sit down, my coffee's starting to go cold. And this is exactly what I was saying about zigzagging back and forth across the system. So once we've finished this off, we've got 3 deliveries to make. 1 jump away. Yeah. And just to get in fairly early, don't forget guys, if you do want to show your support, then please remember to hit the like and share buttons. More people that see the channel, the better it is for me. And the better it is for me, the better it is, for you guys, because it makes it easier for me to make more content for you guys to watch. Words, Jester. Okay. Has anybody at all been keeping an eye on the new Battletech game, incidentally? And somewhat out of curiosity. Because I don't know about anybody else, but I'm super keen for it. Get a thermos, can fill it up and pour a cup as needed. I actually have a couple of them. Somewhere. I've got 2 2-liter thermoses that I used to take to work during winter. What, Battleground? No. Battletech. Okay. Same universe as Mech Warrior, essentially. Well, no same universe about it. It's just, yeah. Technically, the Mech Warrior games never should have been named Mech Warrior. Okay. And up a bit. And this one's over there. Okay. We scanned that one, but not that one. Friggin' hell. On the plus side, that seems to be the last thing we need to scan. Marvelous. Haven't seen it yet. I know for I think it's the top tier backers. Early access for the game came out a couple of days ago. Thinking about checking out a few gameplay videos and then deciding whether or not I'm going to grab it. That being said, I've always been a huge Battletech / Mech Warrior fan. Wasn't a fan of Mech Warrior Online though. But that also could just come down to the whole I'm not a fan of pay to win or just general PvP arena only type games, so my apologies. Where's our distribution going anyway? Everybody's on YouTube. Really? Are they following me? I suppose technically I'm probably following them. What's his wingman? A master sidewinder. And an expert hauler. Or dangerous, I think it might have been hauler. This could be a mistake. It shouldn't be. I mean, geared up or not, it's still only a sidewinder and a hauler. Where I'm worried is that Imperial Courier is going to jump in and smash us to the smithereens.
Hull integrity compromised.
Come on. Because even a fully geared Sidewinder shouldn't prove to be too much of a hassle for us.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Okay, there's the sidey done.
Target destroyed.
11,000. Okay. As I've said before, doesn't matter what rank it is, something like a Sidewinder is very rarely, well, as an NPC, a Sidewinder is pretty much never going to get you a great deal of a bounty. You sod. Not playing that crap.
Target shields offline.
Okay, come on. Enough with the bloody chaff. I'll just friggin' ram you. I noticed that a couple of federal ships jumped in and then just sort of, no, he's got it. Jumped out again.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Why did I deploy the landing gear? Douchebag. Yeah. Okay. No, back to what we were doing. Last planet. Ugh. Oh, I keep saying planet, but it's not necessarily going to be a planet. It could be any number of, terrestrial bodies. So we got, 20,000 worth of bounties for taking out an elite and a dangerous. And there we go. So we need to go to... Apparently we've got to replot our route. Thank you.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We have been to this system before, which means no exploration needed. You really? Our second stop is miles away. Fingers crossed we'll be able to get some bounties between here and there, though. That would be nice. It is only a very small station as well, which is going to be a bit of a nuisance. Okay. Fiery Heart, Neil Small, an expert, and a Cobra. Okay, as usual, we will try and pick up at least some small amount of cargo, be it in the form of a mission or some just standard cargo. Otherwise, it's very hard to convince people to stay and fight if you've got nothing for them to steal. And it slows down. Bring it back around, and there we go. Not the best approach vector based on the size and shape of the station, or more to the point, the facing of the station, but better than we were on before. Okay. And that's even better again. Lovely. We can do this. Bring it up a little bit again, and there we go.
Layton, Juliet Echo, Sierra. Please submit a landing request on approach, Commander.
There you go.
Access granted. Clear to land at Docking Bay 03.
Lovely. Whip out the feet.
Landing gear deployed.
And dropping speed dramatically. And there's number 3. Wonderful. As I have expressed before, I do prefer landing towards the back of the station. Wonderful. Oh.
Confirmed contact. Engaging docking restraints. Station services are at your disposal.
Considering we got 5,000 credits worth of bounties roughly, it cost us roughly 1,000 to refill our ammunition. But that being said, I don't think we went into it with full ammo to begin with. Okay. Actually, did I have any more at this station? What the... No. It wants me to take some stuff out to Ellis Port, which is in this station, in this system. We're going to accept that, because we're going to go there anyway. I'll accept that again, because we're already here. And we'll see if they shaft us by all of a sudden sending us elsewhere. Where's more, or moi, from us? It's going to be in the wrong direction. Yep. Although I suppose not really. Technically, we are heading down over this way. But that is a fair bit of running around for 269,000 credits. I don't know. That being said, I guess we haven't been down there either, so why the hell not? Yoink. Gives as an excuse. And that's going to the same place. Actually, let's check. What we've got to go through. Zan A70, Il A82. It's only the 1, 2, 3 jumps. Oh man, my brain is all of a sudden out of whack. Once again, my apologies, people. I am quite ill at the moment. Okay. What do we got in contacts? We can offload some of those bounties. Anything in cartography? No. Okay, cool. And the Asgar sector will get us about 51 grand. Let's have a quick look in outfitting. We'll see if there's anything here that we can make use of. We are trying to upgrade a number of components, including power distributor. Only 3s. I find it very unlikely we'll find any 5s for core internals then. What do we got in shield generators? Okay, that's actually the shield that I was after. Well, one of the shields that I was after. What's the increase? It's quite an increase in capacity. Current shield strength is 243. This will take it up to 308. As you can see, that'll take it up even higher, but these ones take a lot longer to regenerate as well. Personally, I prefer the bi-weaves just because they do recharge faster. This is going to chew the arse end out of our power, though. But that's perfectly fine, because at the end of the day, this is one of the things we were going for. There we go. And once again, we no longer have the money to cover our insurance. So let's hope we don't get dead. Yeah, we don't have enough to get a better interdictor. Well, not without sacrificing considerable power. Now, one thing we can look at doing now that we have got those additional, the better shield, we could always start looking at swapping out shield boosters that will free up power. On the same note, obviously, it will also drop our overall shields. It's not really something we've got to do at the moment, because we're still within our power range, which is great. That being said, I was unhappy with my hard points. I really don't know if I want 3 multi-cannons. On the same note, we could go up to Tier 2 multi-cannons. I could swap my gimbaled pulse. The size 2 gimbal pulse gun, pulse lasers, I could swap out for the size 2 multi-cannons, and then swap all the small multi-cannons to gimbal pulse lasers. Well, what's the damage difference? DPS on the size 1s is 6.8 to 12.6. That's a decent increase. Armor piercing goes from 22 to 37. Clip size is the same. The rate of fire is higher on the smaller one. That being said, they are also grade F. No, we'll continue to leave it as is for the time being. Yeah. Yeah, we will. Okay. Let's check out local map. We've got to go to Sega Enterprise, but is the other one closer? It doesn't seem to be. Sega Enterprise, and then out to Ellis Port, which is even further. Hang on, was I reading that right? Yeah, Sega's 177, 777. Ellis Port is just beyond that. Okay, cool. Now, the only thing we've got to worry about is that they're going to be in opposite directions. Because that would be horrible. I don't want to fly 100 light seconds, or 100,000 light seconds in one direction, just have to turn around and then fly 200 back again.
Disengage from landing.
Oh, idiot.
Go for departure.
I didn't even think to check to see if they had better armor here. Nah, not that I can afford it anytime soon anyway.
Landing gear retracted.
Seeing as though we just spent, you know, all of our coin. Still, it did vastly increase our survivability,
Clear of station restrictions.
theoretically.
This is traffic operations. Signing off.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I generally just stick to standard armor, as opposed to reactive or reflective. That being said, I'm going for a predominantly shield build in this instance, and if an enemy ship's got got the weapons capable of ripping through these shields, then I'm probably gonna want, realistically, to have fairly reflective armor. But that being said, if I'm up against two ships and only one of them is capable of ripping through armor, so ripping through shielding, the other one might be armor geared. Erg. Options, options everywhere. So, are we traveling in the right direction? Okay, distance is decreasing on that one as well. Wonderful. So at least we don't have to worry about, as I said, flying 100 plus light seconds, 100 plus 1001 light seconds in one direction, then turning around, traveling twice that back the other way. Words. Words are not my friend this morning. I mean, they're often not anyway, but especially not this morning. Nothing interesting to report. It doesn't seem as though there is. Damn it, I don't even get interesting junk mail that I can tell you guys about anymore. Touchwood. Don't get me wrong, I'm not actually complaining about that fact. Okay. This is considerably harder without my glasses on. Either my prescription or the gunners, I'm not going to lie. But as I did mention earlier, the second I put on or either pair of my glasses, it just puts too much pressure across the bridge at the moment. And I go from being somewhat stuffy to, oh my god, I can't breathe. very much all about the YouTube again tonight. Not that that's a bad thing. Very much appreciated, regardless of which platform you're watching from. It all helps, and it's nice to have company. Hey, one thing I have always thought was a bit dodgy. The fact that the FSD interdictor is listed behind the other part of the HUD. I mean, it makes sense, because were we sitting in an actual cockpit, there'd be more depth to it, so it wouldn't be overlapping into each other, and I'm guessing that's what it's sort of trying to show, that there is actually some depth to the screen, but still. The Sega Enterprise panel that's being listed is supposed to be considerably further forwards, or backwards, depending on how you look at it. It's meant to be considerably closer to me in the cockpit. Okay. What are we gonna find? It is still frickin' miles away. What have we got? Where are we up to in Hannibal's doohickeys? Episode 4, I believe. But the Wipeout games are still a thing. You serious?
PS4 for the players.
Indeed.
Speed. Something happened.
Okay, if anybody's curious, the in-game movies, or in-flight movies as it were, are currently being provided from our good friend Hannibal Show. If you are watching on YouTube, which you all seem to be, there is a link in the description down below if you wish to go and see more of his content. He does also multi-stream to YouTube, Twitch and Mixer, just like I do.
There we go. He didn't have any problems with walking, so that's good. That is pretty good.
But yeah, we basically use the in-game or in-flight movies sort of just to fill these long trips.
Should we?
Because it's not exactly riveting watching a straight flight through space.
Make like a proper bed, production, furniture, bed out of grain, not grain, but granite blocks. 35. Okay. Can actually make 2 beds. So we're gonna destroy Hannibal's bed. That's right, we're gonna build a copy of you here. Hannibal, please fix the bed.
Okay.
Make your own bed. So we still have everything we need for it. Yes, we do. There we go. I'm gonna set assignment to Hannibal. The next order of business will probably be. Oh, it's better than sleeping on the ground. And another raid. What is going on here? Let's see. Marriott and they have weapons. They have guns. Oh man. Since they have guns, I think I'm gonna take cover here. No. Take cover here. JesterArke, good luck. Man army. Okay, because then they can't take... No. How is that possible? What is that? It selects. Right, hopefully he will... I've done a bad thing. Run. We were... Crap. You run up here. This is not gonna end well. Oh, run. Oh, gosh. Ow, he got me. Health. Wait, what? Just, there we go. Ah, he shot my thumb as well.
Okay, we're going to interrupt that movie. It would seem we have someone to chase. A competent adder. Waffling. Let's move that down so we can see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, yeah, as I said earlier too, if you are interested in seeing more of Hannibal's Let's Plays, or catching some of his live streams, then please feel very free to check down the description below. If you're watching on YouTube, you will find a link to his channel. If you're watching on Mixer or Twitch, then just look for Hannibal Show. HANNIBALL Show. As in, me your bits.
Hull integrity compromised.
Okay.
Scan detected.
Your fault, just ordered a napping blanket. Something, because you're so comfortable. Is that like one of those ones that you curl up on the couch with? You sort of, like, giant blanket with armholes in it? Because I totally have a couple of them. Okay, shields down.
Target shields offline.
So big as the summer version. Okay. Okay, 15.5k.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's too hot in the UK for a proper one. Sorry, my apologies.
2, 1, engage.
I don't know, sort of the coldest it tends to get here is 5 to 10 degrees, I guess. Where I live currently, at least. When I lived in some of the southern areas, it used to get down into considerable negatives. Which I thought was rather pleasant, to be honest. How did I not notice there was a thingy flying past me until after it flew past me? Not going after a dangerous anaconda. especially given that it doesn't have a criminal record. Okay. Oh, and here comes another ship flying over. Over or under? Under. Dang it. Anything over 15 is too warm for you. I like the way you think. Sadly, where I live, it's, yeah, rarely under. As I said, 10 to 15 is sort of the coldest it ever gets here, and we're talking a couple of, like, 2 or 3 days a year. Maybe 5 if it's a good year. The way I look at it, you can always warm up. But there's a certain point where it's a lot harder to cool back down again. That's right. We had one day. I want to say it was in end of January. That might have been early February, but can't remember off the top of my head. The temperature index. So, you know, temperature plus dew point, however the hell they work it all out. But the feels like temperature was over 50 degrees Celsius. And I can say right now, that was not a fun day. At all. Okay. Be in a bath with ice cubes, yeah. That's almost what I ended up doing. I literally spent the vast majority of the day just sitting under a cold running shower. And by cold, I mean you couldn't touch the walls in the bathroom because it was burning my arms. Turn off the water heater for the show in summer. It is interesting. I mean, I think I mentioned this last night. Different people's ideas of hot and cold, depending on where they live. Even for myself, if I was still living down in Canberra, the current temperature, which I think I want to say it's probably around 12 degrees at the moment. I'd have to check to confirm, but yeah, 12 degrees down there for most of the year wouldn't bother me even in the slightest. But because I've been living up in central Queensland now for the last I've been up here for almost 8 years, I'm actually noticing this temperature now. Okay. When I was living up in Townsville, I'd have people that I knew down in Brisbane that'd be like, "Oh, it's so hot." Like, why? What temperature is it? Oh, it's 20 degrees. And I'd be like, "You asshole. It's like 40 degrees with, 70 to 80% humidity. You can bite me." Okay, Ellis Port. You prick of a thing. You really want me to fly to Ellis Port? Just for an additional 37 grand? Oh, frig me. No. Likes it a good 10 degrees colder than you do. Minus the summer hard work. Yeah, I don't do heat well at all. I'm a pasty ranger that very rarely goes outside if you can help it, and has spent 20 years working nights.
Boarding permission denied.
Screw you.
Landing gear deployed. Boarding permission denied. Boarding permission denied.
Oh, I should have just done that bloody extra mission thing here, shouldn't I? Probably could have made it too.
Boarding permission denied.
Fine stuff, yeah. I'll come back.
Cannot comply. Landing gear retracted.
We won't make it this now. Should have known they'd give me an extra friggin' side chunk of this mission.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We have less than 2 minutes to get there, land, and hand in the mission. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Nope, nope, nope. See, I should have just been patient. I'm not good at patient. Which is why I just drastically overshot the mark. Which pretty much just lost us any chance we've got of actually making this quest. Or this additional part of the mission. I'm getting really, really bad for my overshooting the mark lately. I'd like to blame it on the fact that I'm sick, but I can't, not in good conscience.
Incoming mission critical message.
And there it is. Missed the window for the bonus. A very bright ass thing coming in. And there we go.
Boarding permission granted.
Thank you.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. 3. There it is. See, I'm totally getting good at trying to remember where things are. I was just trying to. Ha.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Okay. Now, where are these other ones going again? No, these ones. Nope, that one. Moi. Have we got anything here going to moi? Where's Tricor in the grand scheme of things, I wonder? Like, they're both going to Elvstrom base. No. Bit of a ways out. Okay, doesn't really look like anything going our way.
Hull repaired.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay, guys, it's a little bit earlier than I would normally take my break, but I'm going to go take my break right now. I'm going to go put some Vicks on my noggin to try and keep my nose clear. Please don't go anywhere. I'll be back very shortly. And we're back again. There we go. Oh, now my eyes are watering. I think I rubbed Vicks into them. Go me. The hell are we doing? We're getting out of here. We need to go back to Sega.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Okay.
Landing gear retracted.
And any moment now. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Let's get this timer. Lovely. Once again, guys, sorry for my sickly nature. Unfortunately, it's a little out of my control currently. But I didn't want to not stream, so... Damn it. Okay, Mach 3 Cobra. I don't think I've gone head-to-head with a Mach 4 yet. Actually, no, that's not true. I have once. Still annoyed that I missed out on getting one. Okay, keel back. Did finally have that shave that I was mentioning too. All pretty and stuff. Okay. And there we go. Come on, 7.5 kilometers.
Boarding permission granted.
Oh, good. I am glad. And fingers crossed that one at the top is number 3. That would be lovely. It certainly seems to be.
Landing gear deployed.
Helps if my hands are in the right place on the keyboard. Okay. Whee!
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Just a reminder, we are below the minimum required amount to pay for a new ship if we do get blowed the hell up. Oh no, I take that back. We just pop back over it. Oh, never mind. Let's pretend I didn't say anything. I know, I do. Hmm. I'm not massacring people. Not without a damn good reason. Hello, Panther. Welcome back once again. Just in case you have not been here to hear me say it already, my apologies if I seem sickly, but I'm quite sickly. What? Did I say something? What? I don't know, I wasn't listening to me. We've got another delivery within our... Okay, back to Ellis Station it is. The hell? And back to Brand Enterprise. Hey, look, if they're going to just keep sending me back and forth between the stations in this area, I'm kind of all cool with that. You don't look sick? Oh, trust me, I did before. I actually ended up taking my break a little bit early and went and put a whole heap of Vicks all over my face just to sort of try and unclog everything. Okay. Back to Ellis.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Actually almost looked like I had black eyes when I started the stream. It was quite bad.
Landing gear retracted.
Come on, mass lock. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Erg. Whee! Where are we at? Apparently we has 4 people watching. Very much appreciated to you 4 people. Hello, little sidey. Sir Hugh Flap. I'm pretty sure I made the mistake of did something about buyback. Did I? I know they keep sending me back and forth to the same stations. Slow down. You're not going to slow down fast enough, are you? Well, maybe. Maybe just. There we go. Okay. I keep getting delivery missions within the same system. Oh, if you get killed. Ah, yes, that's right. I was very very funny, Hein. When I started to say that, I didn't have I didn't have enough money to pay for my ship if it got blown up. But then I handed in a couple of missions and got enough credits that I can now cover my insurance again.
Boarding permission denied.
Oh, come on, stupid federal gunship. Hurry up and land. Try again now. Boarding permission denied.
Boarding permission granted.
Ooh, okay. Well, there you go. There it is.
Landing gear deployed.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Docking successful.
Lovely.
Engines disengaged.
Mission board. Okay. Where have we got? Again. Back to Sega. I don't think I've ever had this many inter-system deliveries before. Got 16 capacity left, which means I can also take both of these. Clark works. Love Bastion. I'm not gonna take them. We're going to see if there's something outside of this damn system. Because I'm kind of done flying in circles.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
You could still get... if... Where are we? There you go. I've had it happen before. What you get back is your Sidewinder, essentially. you'll start all over again with a free Sidewinder, unless you've got, I think unless you've got a ship stored elsewhere, in which case you can sort of transport back to that.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message.
Of course there is. 3 minutes. Sorry, guys. Okay, I do have to watch speed over distance, or I'm going to end up super overshooting once again. Gonna hand this thing in at Seagull, and then we're going to go back to Brand, and then we're jumping the hell out of this sector. Robert Ead pirate, but he's clean. Okay. Come on. Not trying to overshoot here, but I kind of want to hand this in time. And there.
Boarding permission granted.
Got under a minute. Let's not screw up this landing, I guess. I just hope this one's number 3. Is it? Is it? No, that's number 1.
Landing
There's number 3.
deployed.
Well, that worked out even better.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Come on, don't have time for loading screens. Yeah, they won't have any more yet. Okay.
Ship released.
There is an easier way to do that. You had like 10% of the ship's cost in credit. Well, that is the insurance. Okay.
Cannot comply. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Grab these, and then we'll jump back into the system we just jumped from. Reason for doing that is that it'll spit us out back near Brand Station, as opposed to spending, you know, another 10 or whatever minutes it was flying between stations. It'll take us longer to get there because we're scanning stuff, but on the same note, we're scanning stuff instead of flying in a straight line. Lurking, not a problem, Hein. Okay, we are in unclaimed deep space. If memory serves, anything we jump in this sector, be it clean or otherwise, is pretty much fair game. Unless they've changed the way that that works. Which they may have done. Come on. That being said, when you're playing in solo, like, it's very rare you see that many NPC ships in sectors like this. You will periodically come across one, though I've found more often than not, when I have, they've been mission-based ones. So you're coming here to find a particular ship, or you've got someone hunting you because you're doing a delivery. Okay. Ah, shit balls. Deep space speed increments. Yeah. Come on, slow down. What are you, Mr. Signal Source? I may regret this. There's another one right there. Okay.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I think I've got a lot of room left for this stuff, to be honest. The fact that I still have not actually visited any of the engineers also kind of says, well, I have no idea what stuff I need. Like, I'm assuming it makes sense to stop and pick up things like the rare materials. And lucky last.
Cargo scoop retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Gonna love playing Elite Dangerous on the 27th of June.
3, 2,
That's right, you were waiting for the PS4 release, weren't you? Or am I getting things muddled up again? Yep, cool. PS4, yeah. One thing I still really want to get for this game is a set of pedals. Dual pedals at least, but a set of 3 would be awesome. Come on. And now we'll slow it down again. I don't know. My pedals, at the moment I've got acceleration, deceleration, and full stop programmed in on the keyboard. I just think it'd be kind of fun having them as actual foot pedals. I guess I kind of forgot to mention that bit. My bad. Okay. Just another friendly reminder, guys, if you do want to help support this channel or any others that you enjoy watching, one of the best ways you can do it is by liking and sharing the video. Or, in this case, the stream. More people that are watching the channel, the more passive support the channel receives, which in part makes it a lot easier for us to then make more content for you guys to watch. Oh, son of a bitch. Distance is increasing to the last place we've got to explore. As long as they're programmable, they would. When I used to play it, I used to use a Nostromo on the left hand, and I had accelerate, decelerate, full stop, and a few others just programmed into that. So as long as they're programmable pedals, then yeah, there shouldn't be any reason why you couldn't. You'd pretty much just bind a pedal. You'd probably just bind the pedal to the letter. Me. Man. Me. Me. Okay. See, I don't know if you could do it with the... Obviously, I don't know if you'd be able to do it on the PS4. Though that being said, obviously, like PS4 would have its own whole command scheme, so I don't know, maybe. I've actually not tried playing anything that uses the combined pedal driving kits, I guess, for the PS4 before. That could be kind of interesting. Might be a bit odd, though, trying to pilot your ship when it's set up like a race car. On the other hand, maybe it wouldn't be. Maybe maybe it would be easy. Later in the year, getting PC and ED on at first, nice. Okay. All I will suggest in that situation then is make sure you get yourself a good joystick. That's my personal preference though. Trying to play this with mouse and keyboard is just not pleasant. Well, I didn't find it to be so anyway. One teeny tiny little boost in speed, it just jumped me all the way forwards. Flight game. Yes, for a PS4 controller, yeah. I haven't tried it with the PS4 controller, truth be told. I don't know, maybe I should, actually. Because, oh, I mean, just to test it out, I'd probably go back to the joystick anyway. But now that Steam has got native support for the PS4 controller, it might be a bit of an idea. Actually, in hindsight, there's probably quite a few games that I could go back and try with the PS4 controller natively. Using the Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS for the PS4 to play ED, nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, I'm using a actually using a Thrustmaster T1600 or some crap like that. Got a whole bunch of buttons that I never bother using. It's kind of funny actually, that being said. It's got the 12 buttons around the base of it, and I know have bound a few of them, but I never use them. I think I'm just too used to being spread out across the keyboard. So I've got certain controls. Well, the only things I've got controlled into the Thrustmaster itself are primary and secondary fire. The hat on top is currently set to, as you can see, the pips down the bottom, as well as my menus. And the left and right buttons on the actual head of the joystick are to change between my weapons. See, I feel a bit better now. It is starting to wear off. Speaking of. But yeah, I think the buttons around the base of the joystick I did have programmed into targeting and a few other things, but as I said, I've just never needed to use them. I've got a big ass keyboard sitting right in front of me anyway that I can reach, so... And I find it a lot more awkward to use a joystick two-handed, if that makes sense. Which is pretty much what you've got to do if you want to use the buttons down the bottom. Come on. Which one, your one? 'Cause I was going to say this one doesn't so much. There we go.
Lakon, Julia Echo Sierra, please submit a standard docking request before attempting to land.
I have. Come on.
Speed restrictions are in effect at this facility. Please comply.
Yes, yes. The one you're getting and it works on PC? Nice. Yeah, most of them are pretty standard, just USB connections for them these days. Definitely makes life a lot easier. Crap balls. At the Death Star.
100 meters from touchdown.
Okay. Oh.
Docking complete. Engaging docking restraints. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
Now that I'm back here, I should actually check and see whether or not they do have better armor here. Might be an idea. See, there's another one. Another delivery within the same system. Very, very odd. I say that just because, you know, I've not had that before. Damn it, did I start up the top and then go down the bottom and then go back at the top again? I think I might have. Starting to get the shivers again. Unpleasant. No, they didn't have any bulkheads. And go. Figured it might have been a bit of a stretch. Ooh, and I'm now cordial with the Enigma Dyson Syndicate. Oh, definitely starting to get shivers.
Ship uncoupled. You are go for departure.
Security surveillance is in effect at this facility.
Landing gear retracted.
You are clear of station restrictions. We hope to see you again, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
What have we got now?
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Let's see if we can't get some more people viewing. New system to scan! Woo! Because we all love these scanning missions. Yeah, probably not so much. I enjoy them. Nothing's too far away. Actually, you know what? Let's slow it down for a sec. Drop out at current location. Give me a quick sec, guys. I've just got to duck to the loo. He's back. Sorry about that. Oh, and it's starting to get cold again, so back to the hood. Let's close this off a little bit. Hey, look, Let's not go full mental. Ugh.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's gonna irritate me if I don't sort this out. I hate wearing hoods.
2,
Stuff it.
1.
If I knew where my beanie was. Oh well. I might try and find it later. I'll just pull this up around the back. It's mostly around my neck at the moment that's starting to get a bit chilly. Okay. I did decide to stop and grab snacks on the way back as well. For me. Don't know if there's enough to share for you guys. Apparently munching on corn chips is more than enough to trigger my noise gate. Interesting. Good to know. Actually, that would be better on that side anyway. Way too much crap on my desk. Nah, we're winter just started a couple of days ago down here. Okay. Not that we get much of one in the particular part of Australia that I live in, but yeah. Okay. Hopefully some of these get us a good amount. Try it. When you have summer, you have winter. Yeah. I'm guessing you're in the northern hemisphere then? Ow. Stabbed myself with a corn chip. It's gonna be one of those days. In the UK, that's right. I did know that. Pretty sure I knew that. Mostly certain I knew that. In my defense, I forget a lot of things. Okay. Angle. And of course, way overshooting, because why wouldn't I? And there we go. I don't know which I prefer doing. Running through the locations list here to do the scans, or using the system map. Because using the location scans, you can end up scanning here, then here, then here, then here. It can get kind of frustrating. Still Saturday evening there? Yeah, was it Sunday morning, I think, here? I completely forgot it was even the weekend until about 2 o'clock this afternoon. And, another YouTuber that I like watching made a comment about it in Discord, and I'm like, oh crap, it is the weekend. Oops. And we're closing in. Kill the speed. Are we still going to overshoot? We are still going to overshoot the mark. Damn it. Okay. I guess it's one thing about the fact that I do this full time, is the fact that, you know, one day is pretty much the same as the next. Yeah, the only days that there's really any variance is Monday for me, and that's only as of recently. Unfortunately, I'm no longer able to stream on a Monday during the day. I mean, I'll still be doing the stream tomorrow night, but so the 1 a.m. stream, but I won't be doing the 1 p.m. stream, unfortunately, due to IRL stuff that I've got to go and do until such time as the channel is at a level where it can provide for itself. Does my wife not mind? I'm not married. Not married. Bale, the person I game with, is my housemate. Housemate and best friend of over a decade now. So... Okay. Now we'll slow down and let's not overshoot it. That would be lovely. Okay. Woman, right? Bale? Yeah. Okay. Actually, that reminds me, I've got to change my channel intro video thingy. No, previously, no, as I said, like Bal and I've been friends for, I think it's actually a little over 11 years now. I'm pretty sure we met when either just before or just after she turned 18, and she just recently, like a couple of weeks ago, turned 29. But we used to work together down in Brisbane when we both lived down there, and then I moved up to where we live now, and then I think about 12 months later she moved up as well, both completely separate reasons. But yeah, we about 4 and a bit years ago, I want to say, about 4.5 years ago, we gave it a try. We ended up together for just shy of 4 years. Got engaged and all the rest of it, and that actually ended at the start of this year. But we still live together, and yeah, nothing much has changed friendship-wise, which was a good thing. At the end of the day, neither of us were going to throw away, 11 years of friendship just because the rest of it didn't exactly work out in our favour. Okay. Where's the little doodad that I'm after? There it is. Met your wife in 2004? Nice. Yeah, it was sort of a... I don't know. Like, it's still a difficult time for us adjusting to the changes. But, yeah, as I said, like, as much of a struggle as it's been since we broke up back in January, the friendship that we had before we got together and throughout the whole time we've been together since we've broken up, like it was too important to risk throwing it away just because a small portion of that time period didn't work out as we'd planned. And I mean, she's honestly been, like, she's the co-founder of the channel, and honestly, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have started the channel. There's been, I know, pretty much every time anything's come up that's almost ended the channel or has caused me to second guess whether I'm doing the right thing, it's been her that sort of said, no, stay the course, And I mean, we both have long histories working in nightclub hospitality, so we're both very attuned to functioning at obscure hours, which helps us a great deal given our crappy time zone when it comes to live streaming. But yeah, nah, tis what it is, and yeah, the simple fact that we still game together. All the rest of it. The health and justice I want. If you enjoy it, why not carry on? Yeah. like we the biggest reasons that we've come close, or that I've come close to sort of going, no, look, I can't keep doing this. It's never really been about whether or not I've enjoyed it. It's been about the reality of, this isn't supporting myself or Bale at the moment. The channel's barely paying for itself. Actually, realistically, it's not. We're still having to inject our own funds, obviously, into it constantly, which is why, when I do make my comments about remembering to like it, remembering to share it, all that sort of stuff, it's because we are trying to get it to the stage where it does hold itself, where it can pay for itself, and then eventually where it can support, at least my end of our combined dealings financially. It's not just a matter of, oh, I want money. It's a matter of, I really enjoy doing this. I love doing this, and I want to be able to keep doing this. But at the end of the day, as with all of you guys watching, as with, anybody, we've got to make ends meet. But it's also like any other, I guess, small business, personal business, anything like that, is it takes time to set up. And there's just been a fair few occasions where it's like, oh, can we do it financially? Unfortunately, unfortunately where we live, like I was working still in nightclubs up until August last year, and like I'm getting long in the tooth as far as nightclub hospitality is concerned. I'd been at it for 20 years. I'm serving people drinks that are literally half my age, or damn near it anyway, and financially in our area, economy-wise, it dropped really dramatically about 2-3 years ago, and we're still feeling massive negative effects. And hospitality and retail are the two staple sort of support industries where we live, and we've got mining and cattle are the two major industries, the major money makers for our region. Both of those industries crash at the same time, and it's going to be a fair while before everything picks back up again to any decent level. So, when you've got, for a nightclub position, you've got a crapload less people going out because they don't have money in the first place, and you've got to choose between a staff member that is going to cost you 100% of their wage allocation because they're over 21, or a staff member that's only going to cost 75% of their wage allocation because they're 18. You're going to choose the 75%er. It just financially makes sense to do so. It sucks from a personal point of view, but unfortunately I understand it from the running the business point of view because I've had to do it myself before. So things sort of dried up for me, as I said, back in August, and it's been really difficult to try and find anything since then. A huge part of that being, I'm applying for jobs where there's another 100 to 300 people all under that 100% wage line, all applying for the same job. So, yeah. And I mean, I'm not the most physically viable person at the moment with a number of injuries that I've got. So yeah, I mean, it's been hard to keep the chin up, and I can honestly say Bale has been well and truly the reason I've been able to do so. There we go. That, and she generally knows, exactly what to say to get my stubbornness to kick in. Okay. Yeah, it's Not been easy. Same there in the UK. Yeah. And like I've had people. This is one thing that I get a lot actually, because I understand it's very different in a lot of other countries. People think, oh, it's Australia, you know, it's an island, and they instantly think it's a small place. It's not. Not in any way, shape, or form. Landmass-wise, Australia is actually larger than mainland North America. We're just way more spread out. And I get people all the time saying, oh, why don't you just get a job in, you know, a neighbouring town, or why don't you get a job out of state, or move into state? And it's like, because the closest state border is a three-day drive in any direction. The closest town of anything is, you know, a day and a half, 2 days drive in any direction. Bale has got a job that's fairly secure here, so why would we risk both of us potentially being out of work instead of just one of us? Yeah. Okay. 53, getting a job is getting harder here. That's it. I mean, actually, funny about that. I was talking to someone that was, I think he's 52, and he was actually saying that he's considers himself lucky that he's in the age bracket that he's in, because if he was a few years younger, it would actually be even harder for him again. Main reason being there's so many government incentives here at the moment to re-employ, not so much re-employ, there's a lot of government incentives here at the moment to hire people in the older age brackets, just to sort of be able to keep them in the workforce longer. And again, if you've got to choose between someone that you're paying a straight out 100% wage to, or someone that you're going to pay, yeah, sure, you'll pay 100% of their wages, but you'll also get then a kickback from the government. You're going to go the kickback if it's viable to do so. And again, not faulting that in any way, shape, or form. It makes sense. But unfortunately, I don't see it becoming a situation that's going to improve anytime soon either. I remember growing up, as soon as you got out of school, you generally got a job either in something like hospitality, or if you weren't trade orientated, you generally went either straight into hospitality, or you got a job, running a checkout or something like that. That was just standard practice and procedure. Now that the you go to your local supermarket, and 90% of the checkout people have been replaced by self-service queues, which are all operated by one person. You go to restaurants and stuff like that, and they've got a fraction of the people working for them. Yeah. I don't know. Could just be my bitter, cynical, and jaded self, with a fairly pessimistic view on that side of things as well. That's entirely possible. Yeah. I remember the big argument with self-service queues was, oh, but we'll be able to pass on the savings to the consumers. I'm sorry, but my groceries have done anything but go down in price since the introduction of self-service queues. And I can guarantee I'm not buying anywhere near as much. That looks flying by. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Actually, that's a character I haven't found in this game yet. You'll regularly find assorted science fiction characters flying around in this game. I've found as NPCs, not as player-built characters. I've found Commander Shepard. I've found as I mentioned before, I've found the entire crew of Red Dwarf more than once. I've found a number of Star Trek characters, a few Babylon 5 characters. What have we got? But yeah, I don't know. I think it's quite funny the way they've done it. Almost like, sort of, I want to say Easter eggs hidden in plain sight. If that makes much sense. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Hopefully at least some of this scan data gives us some decent information. So we got this system to scan, and then one more jump to Moore, or Mauer, or Muir, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I wouldn't have thought characters like them would be in the game. That might actually, well, it might actually explain why we don't see any Star Wars characters, for example. I would imagine it would very much depend on, you know, which names have got too exclusive a rights to them and that sort of stuff. Hello, kitty. Sorry. Figured while we're flying through space, I'm just doing some other channel-related odds and ends. Making sure everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now we just need to get me doing what I'm supposed to be doing and we'd be set. Okay. Actually, maybe the mute joystick button. The mute joystick thing should be programmed into a button. That would make life easier. Okay. The game era is in the future. Yeah, but I mean, you're not going to find any of them on the Red Dwarf, though. It's just little... You won't find by full names. You'll see Rimmer flying around. Or you'll just see Picard flying around. As opposed to someone specifically named Jean-Luc Picard. I think Commander Shepard Actually, it was literally Commander John something or other Shepard. John J. Shepard or something was the only one I've seen given a full name. Okay. Intuitively. Actually, yeah, I have seen Jonathan Archer in game now that I think about it. I think I have anyway. I've seen Cat. And by memory, it was literally just Cat. It's still cool, yeah, I think it is. It adds an extra little level of quirkiness, I think. But yeah, as I was saying, I think they'd be very careful on what names they'd use in what combinations. Seems restream. I don't think I'm having problems myself. Doesn't look like it. Seems restream is having a few little hiccups for a few people. Running fine for me. Which makes me think it's going to be local server related. And for those of you who don't know what I'm babbling about, because I kind of forgot to mention it again, Restream.io is the website that I use to multi-stream. It allows me to stream to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer at the same time. There are another number of other platforms that I can also stream to. I just kind of choose to stick to these three. Damn it. I can hear you behind me, Keycat. Where did you go? Hello? No. Come on. She's cold. Last one. Bear with me while we fly over here. I'm just going to mute the mic and try and pick the cat up. And there we go. Yep. Are you going to sit there, kitty? it would be beneficial to us both if you do. No, she's not. Which means I'm going to have to protect my corn chips. Well, you're sitting down there huddled up like you're freezing cold. Stop whacking the microphone, please. Sorry about any big clumps and clunks and bangs that the cat just created then. I tried. Again, you're sitting there huddled up and floofed up like you're freezing cold, but you won't come up here. Cats. Okay. Not overshooting no bloody final planet this time. Okay. Stefano, hello! No reclaim? Who's reclaiming what? Only problems, your voice and video not matching up. Oh, yeah, no, that's a... Yeah. For some reason, OBS has been having a lot of trouble with the camera lately. Like, I've got a crappy camera anyway. Oh, hang on, give me a sec. Let's see if I can fix that at all. Yeah, I've been having a lot of trouble with it lately, in general. Almost every time I, yeah. Okay, almost every time I restart the game, or restart OBS, I've got to restart the camera entirely. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can make that smaller. Yeah, that's out of sync. We don't need the entirety of the background of my room. I don't know. Hopefully that works a bit better. Doesn't look like it is.
Frameshift drive charging.
A new camera is ridiculously high on the list of things that we want to get. Actually, I'd really love to get a Razer Stargazer. That would be awesome.
4, 3, 2,
That's pretty much mine and Bale's preference if we get the money up to get the camera we want. Mind you, we've also got a couple of Razer Siren Pros for our microphones that we want to use, but as obscure as it's going to sound, they work too well. The house that I live in is, well, that we live in is crap. The wiring's dodgy. I mean, the way the room's set up, I've got a friggin' long fluorescent fan with a fan. Sorry, long fluorescent light with the fan under it. So if my fan's on, you can actually see it flickering as it goes across the light. These will all be asteroids. Yep. But if we try and use a good microphone, even running through... Well, at the moment we're just using crappy microphones. Better a house than a house. That's true, and I've been in that situation, so... But my comment is literally based more on the current situation as opposed to what could be. Yeah, I've got both of our microphones running through a soundboard. Even using that for the two Razer Siren Pros, we just can't filter out the amount of electronic interference that this house generates. Which really sucks, because it means we've got 2 awesome microphones just sitting there gathering dust at the moment. Okay. No, it's not. Okay. If they're boxed up, they should be... Oh, yeah, yeah, from that side of things. I just wish we could use them. You know, that was one big thing that we saved up and put a lot towards, was getting decent microphones for the channel. We figured if we couldn't do much of anything else, that was at least one area where we wanted the quality to be as high as we could get it. But unfortunately, it was not to be. Not until we move anyway. So once we get ourselves, well, I think we're only staying here until this current lease runs out. It's what we were discussing anyway, whether or not the reality of that, you know, reality allows that to occur, we'll find out. But no, next house we rent will hopefully be a lot more user-friendly in that regard. Okay. Ah, there she is. Is she going to climb down onto Bale's chair? Probably. Okay. I hope it turns out as a better place. I do too. An Asp Scout and a Master. Oh, let's try our dumb luck. This could be really, really stupid. Oh, they jumped anyway. Never mind. Yeah, we've had a really bad run of houses. The last 2 that we've rented in this town ended up being prone to flooding. And we had to go through all of this approval stuff to be able to break lease without getting in all sorts of strife. Because, you know, the freaking house flooded. regularly. We couldn't use half of the house in one of them. Oop. I've got a couple of deliveries in this system. Okay. So where have I got selected? That one. You-do-do. Let's check out our viewer distribution. Yep, someone just left, so now it's back to the same as it was before. Very, very quiet stream, this stream. But thankfully all the awesome people are here. So, you know, everybody else is just missing out. Their loss. Should be able to scan most of the planets in this area. Not in this immediate orbital set of patterns. Without moving too much. Okay. Yep, they lost exactly. You mean Creative Verse, Hein? It is quite a fun game, but I do suggest getting the paying to get the full game. Yeah, as we were saying. Okay, yeah, Creative Verse. Yeah, I definitely suggest paying to get the full game. What do you mean? The free version that you get isn't the full game. There's more to unlock. They did change the way it was all done quite a while ago. Well, not quite a while. I want to say maybe 6 to 8 months. So there's now a paywall on a lot of different world options and all sorts of stuff like that. And I think you can only have one world now, unless you get the paid version. But yeah, no, I mean, give it a try as it is, and yeah, if you enjoy it, then yeah, I would suggest getting the full version. But give it a try first. You know, Bale and I have both got Creativerse, so it's really quite fun. Okay. Actually, that's a game that Bale and I were kind of bummed that we missed out on the pre-release upgrade for, to get the paid. Because it's not on Steam. A lot of the Minecraft offshoots, but the Telltale Minecraft game should be on there, but actual original Minecraft I don't think has ever been on Steam. Or if it was, it wasn't for that long, and it was quite a while ago. Not a problem, Panther, not a problem at all. Actually, I'm probably going to land on this station and go for my break as well. It's been just short of 3 hours. By the time I land here, it will have been 3 hours. Plus, I'm pretty sure I just stabbed myself in the roof of my mouth with a corn chip. And apparently we have company.
Scan detected.
Come here, Nodrog. Let us play.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, buddy, kind of glad I didn't give you the cargo. Just saying.
Shift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I
Engage.
generally only try and take about 5 to 10. just long enough to sort of, as I said, give myself a bit of a leg stretch, grab a coffee if I desire, go for other unsavory habits and that sort of stuff. Okay.
Boarding permission granted.
Wonderful. And there it is. I would like to see some sort of little indicator, like when you're trying to land at the big hexagonal-ish looking horrible station that I absolutely hate landing at. As soon as you've been given landing approval, it puts an arrow on the side of the station
Gear deployed.
showing, you know, where the entrance is. Since the damn thing looks the same on all sides. But I would love to see something with these where they've sort of gone, okay, on the little wireframe of the station down the bottom, you've got landing approval, well, we'll put this little marker there to show you where you've actually got to go to. Not because it's particularly complex, more because it's not complex to do so. Like, I can't really think of viable reasons for them not to do it.
Engines disengaged.
That's me. Okay, there's 270,000, roughly. Righty-o then. Okay, guys, I'm going to go for that leg stretch. I'll be back very shortly. And we're back. Okay. Come on screen. There we go. Kepler platform for 88,000. Not a problem. And we got a few other missions we can start looking at picking up here as well, which is nice. Got a few things going to Savara, which apparently is only a small jump away. Caboose. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Hein. And thank you very much, Jade. Okay. Where was that? There it is. I think there was a few missions going to this place as well. Corrignai. Another straight up delivery to Corrignai. And another straight up delivery. Let's grab them. Should be able to fit that last one in as well. Yes, I can. Wonderful. Plus, we've still got some more room in our inventory. Still got another seven spots. Actually, we're about to have more. I just noticed that we're carrying saleable commodities. Anything else? No. Okay, that freed up a few as well. That does mean, although I probably won't do it here, we can put in a ground landing doohickey now. Okay. Well, Logs, welcome back. You finished watching Doctor Who? Very nice. I don't want to hear anything about it. We won't get to start watching it over here until the entire season's on Netflix. What have we got now fitting here? Anything useful? Very unlikely. What happened? Okay. Urgh. It's a level 3 slot, so let's not waste a level 2 slot on it, if that makes sense. Let's see. Sorry, Bale's got to get up early this morning, so I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything there to make sure she does. So we've still got more exploration to do, and then we've got to slowly make our way out to Kepler platform. We've done that one, done that one. Should have made myself another soup.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
Okay, if you want to scan it from here, that's perfectly okay with me. As with yesterday, when you reach that time of day where, you know, the sun's starting to come up and everything, and the temperature just plummets. I'm right there right now.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ugh. Face is very much starting to block back up again. Just a reminder to everybody that this stream, well, yeah. The next time I stream during this particular stream window, we will be streaming with Bale, and we're probably going to be doing Portal Nights. If nobody knows what the hell I'm babbling, I try and stream twice a day, generally at about 1 AM and about 1 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. We did start quite late tonight again. The next 1 AM stream will hopefully be with Bale, and it actually will hopefully be starting a bit earlier than usual. Hopefully for her. Doesn't really make a difference for me. Damn it. Whoa. No one shot past. That being said, we're not going after a federal gunship. I believe I said it best when I said it previously. No, 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 no. No. Okay. Can hear the cat moving again. One of them anyway. Valteki Alliance. More for a water world. Hang on. That's implying that it's already been scanned. Why did you select that one? You're meant to be going to that one, aren't you? Oh, I'm so confused. I probably clicked the wrong bloody one again. In fact, I'm entirely certain that's what I did. Gonna hazard a guess and say they're gonna end up being feds. But just in case they're not. Okay, come on. One of you guys surely has got to have a parking ticket. Thank you. Systems like this where there are fairly large military, local militia, local, police type things, where there's a lot of them, you don't tend to find a great number of bounties to pick up. Well, you don't find a lot of NPC bounties to pick up, has been my experience. If we were playing in open, then we'd probably find a number of player bounties.
Hull integrity compromised. Scan detected.
I still need to get a better kill warrant scanner.
Under attack.
Nice easy 40k.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
My apologies. In some ways, I sort of wish there was a ship trading aspect with it, like between players. But I'm kind of also glad that there apparently isn't, because you'd end up with people that, you Yes, they've made a crap load of money, so they just buy all their friends the biggest ships they can. I don't know. Maybe if they had some sort of ship trading, but with licenses or something as well. So you can't just start a brand new tune and jump straight into an anaconda or something. There it is. Beaver Hateman. Okay, so we got 2 little areas worth of bits to scan. For lack of any better brain powering. Come on. Scan over there so I can go after him. I mean, he's only a novice. But we're sort of lacking in the bounties to hand in area at the moment. There we go, gaining on him again. Oh, don't tell me somebody else has already stolen it. Yep. That is a federal person trying to chase him. I would be fairly assured. Yep. Piss off, rapier. It's mine. And it is. NPCs almost always seem to be able to break interdictions. Well, NPC criminals almost always seem to be able to break interdictions from federal forces.
Hull integrity compromised. Scan detected.
Okay. Let me see if there is glasses. I think there is. Oh, glass. There is glass. There's all sorts of stuff. Come on, we've almost got their power plant out. There we go, their power plant's dead. So they're just drifting. Nice, I need to find it. Then I can build a glass wall. If memory, like, you'll have to make it, not find it. Oh, shitballs. Rebooted. Not gonna happen, buddy. Yeah, sucked in, mate. All else fails, just ram them. See that now? Yeah. That was kind of funny. Now, where were we going? Pretty sure we're all the way over here.
Detected.
Move along, Commander. We're done here. Yes, we are.
Frameshift
Because I am not
deployed.
criminalizing things. Hello and welcome to anybody that has just joined us or joined us recently.
1. Engage.
Hopefully you're all doing well. Competent asp explorer named Aaron Nickerson, and the ship's name is Wave. Limbo, OJ Pancake, Master. Ooh, nope. Yeah, they're not. We're not going after them. Nope. 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 Following that up with a bit more nope. Okay. That asp alone is more than I can take on. The fact that it's one of 3 ships in the mix. Fingers crossed they don't try and interdict us. Because that would suck. A very, very great deal. I'm guessing it's those 3 flying away now. For any of you who are wondering why I'm sitting here in a hood, etc., it's freaking cold. And I'm kind of sick. I think that about sums it up. Not even kinda. I'm quite sick. And we currently have no hot water, which makes it even more fun and amusing. Damn it. Princess Augusta. Near Fed. Yep, and that's Wave again. Okay, once we have scanned this planet, or planetoid, or whatever the hell it is, we will land on Kepler platform. Which should allow us to hand in the last mission we've got in this particular system. That being said, there are still a few more things we need to go and scan. Come on. And mark.
Boarding permission granted.
Platform 3. Are you platform 3? Pretty sure you're platform 3. Yes, you are.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I think this was only worth 88,000, wasn't it? Yep. Okay. Can we find anything else going to where we're already going? Doesn't look like it. The fact that I can't remember the name of the place we're already going isn't helpful. Krgnegi and Svara. And of course, one's down there and one's up there. What else would I have expected? How much cargo space have I got left? I have got 11 spaces left. Where is Focus? It's a jump that way. No, I don't want any that are going to be out in opposite directions again. I want to find something that is out via one of the ways we're already going, essentially. Nah, that won't do the job either. That's right. I guess we'll just have to go and look at the actual places we're going. Make our decisions once we get there.
Hull repaired.
So, a few things to hand in here. Not very much, but some is better than none. And I already sold what I could here. Okay, so the Moir system is now up to 393,000. Okay. Okay, we're now cordial with the Veltiki Alliance. And with the LTT-263 network. It's doing it again. It's telling me that there's still things there to do when there is not. Cho City, MacArthur City, MacArthur City. Then we've got Griffin and Samadu. Go to them first. But again, it'll be after we scan these last 3.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
What does distribution look like?
1. Engage.
Everybody's under YouTube. As I've mentioned before, if you do want to show your support, please remember to hit the like and share buttons. Subscribe and or follow does also help us a great deal, depending on what platform you are watching from. We are multi-streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. Incidentally, if you are watching from YouTube and want to add a bit of extra support, feel free to, you know, refresh the page now and then. Other than that, there are also additional options for support that you can find down below. They include, but are not limited, well, no, they're pretty much limited to. They include Patreon and a, you know, donate buttony thing. That being said, I'm making you aware of them, not asking you to click on them. Personally, I would much rather just have you guys share the videos, to be honest. Long term wise. And on that note, I'm going to stop babbling about it. Okay, these two won't get us much in the way of a bounty. Only reason I'm going for them is there's literally just 2 of them. Although, I'm guessing someone's already trying to interdict him. Assuming that Nathan Hawke is a he, of course. There we go. Yeah. Way out.
Hull integrity compromised.
Not that I really need to target a subsystem on a Eagle. Oh, piss off. Fine, I'll take your buddy first. You want to be like that? Seriously, that Eagle's just out of here. Oh no, I think it's finally coming back now.
Target shields offline.
Okay, 9,500 there. Nathan's not going to get us much either. Oh, whoops. Hang on, hell no. Oh, did he jump in to help us? No, he's got a bounty on him. Screw you guys.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Unfortunately, we did just get a bounty on ourselves, but oh well. And we should probably go back and land on this. Yeah, I'm wanted from Bondast platform, but not there. Where are we? Okay. Controlling faction Valtiki Alliance. These guys had a... Well, one group has obviously had a bounty on him, and the other didn't, is my guess.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2.
But either way, I actually think he might not have been the eagle we were after. How obscure. Oh well. Bounty in... Yeah, the bounty is purely only for the Valtiki Alliance. Which wouldn't be too much of a problem, except it's entirely possible someone will try and cash in on it. Okay. Totally getting some weird ticks happening on screen just then. Maybe that was just me. You prick of a gravity well. I should have noticed by the sound coming out of the engines.
Boarding permission granted.
There's two. And there's three.
Landing gear deployed.
I just noticed I was leaning into my turns then.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Balls. That could be problematic. I've only got 3 more scans to do. I can probably nail them. The fact that I've got a wanted thing on that actual specific platform. Yeah, independent federation. I'll be able to pay that off elsewhere. Apparently I just can't there. I don't know. Do think though that I'm going to probably finish up. As you can see, it's now almost 10 past 7 where I am. I've been streaming for a little under 4 hours. I know it's not one of my normal length streams, but the head blockage and everything is all starting to come back with a bit of a vengeance. Yeah. I don't know, if I can get my noggin all cleared out and working again, I will try and start another stream up in a few hours' time. Not sure what we'll be playing yet. It may be this, it may be something else. I do suggest you keep an eye on my Twitter. That will generally be what will let you know. But yeah. Alternatively, if I don't end up streaming at that point in time, or you're unable to make that stream, then please remember to tune into the stream that will be starting in, I don't know, probably about 1 o'clock, sometime between 11 a.m., sometime between 11 p.m. today and 1 a.m. tomorrow. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time, by the way. That's GMT plus 10. There will be another stream starting somewhere around there. That'll be myself and my housemate and channel partner Bale, and we'll be playing Portal Knights. But yeah, I should probably swap over to the other screen. So for the right now, I'm going to say goodbye. This is JesterArke, and this was Elite Dangerous with the Horizons expansion. Please feel free to hit any applicable buttons of appreciation. My apologies for my sickly appearance and the fact that I've not been healthy. Hopefully that'll be somewhat remedied by the next time we see each other. But if not, then my apologies for then too. Yeah, alright. I'm off, guys. See you next time.